Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we are going to talk about the response from the community to Konami's emergency ban list. So obviously a lot of people are frustrated that there's still 2 weeks between this ban list and the next ban list. I assume that has to do with Apple, not with Konami. I assume that Konami is releasing the information as quickly as they can to let people know that they're going to take action, but they have to get their patches approved by the mobile store providers, which is Apple for iPhone and Android for Samsung for Android, and that is probably. I know that like some other people have said that it takes longer for Duel Links than for other games, and I assume that is because Apple probably only takes their applications in English for their code, and I assume that someone from Konami has to take all of the code that they write in Japanese and translate it into English before they submit it to Apple. Obviously, I don't know the exact, but that's probably why this happens all the time. So remember that Konami does not own their own platform. Like they use Steam, they use Apple, they use iPhone, they use Android. A lot of people complain when companies have to deal with this. I deal with this on a pretty much daily basis because I work for telecommunications. Anytime that you have to transfer a phone number from one company to another, it takes 14 days. And people ask, why does it take 14 days? Well, it's because we're working with another company on your behalf. We can't force them to do anything, so we have to work with their time frame. So anytime that there's like intercompany, like cross, that takes time. But regardless, so that's the frustration. And then other people have said, well, okay, they hit everything. They didn't change, any of the meta, but they did make it so that FTKs cannot be played. They've hit a lot of burn cards. This is going to be a good change for the game, except for the FTK players. So let's take a look at the at some things here real quick. All right, first up we have this is from Nash. Nash sent this to me. This is a new FTK that he ran into, Guardian Angels Charity, that is completely ban list legal. The limit 3 card being used here is Into the Void, which is, of course, draw a card. Trade in, not limited. And then the way that this deck wins is it uses Coach King Giant Trainer as its limit 1 card, which is a rank 8 fire monster that says you can attach one material from this card, draw a card, and show it. If that card is a monster, inflict 400 damage to your opponent. You can use this effect 3 times per turn. So you draw through your entire deck by playing basically Tachyon, and then you activate Rank Up Magic Variance Force and Xyz into Chaos Xyz Coach Lord Ultimate Trainer, which also draws you a card. That monster has 3,800 attack points. Then you activate Dragon's Mirror, and you banish all your dragons to fusion summon FGD. Then you set 2 copies of Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai. Now, Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai has been halved. Its effect says, tribute a fire monster you control, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack points. So you activate the Scroll Equip spell. I don't remember what this card's called, but it changes the attribute of the monster. So you change FGD to fire. Then you set these 2. You tribute FGD. You deal 2,500 damage to your opponent. Then you tribute Coach Lord Ultimate Trainer, and you deal 1,900 damage to your opponent for 4,400, in addition to all the burn that you dealt with Coach King Giant Trainer. So this FTK can actually kill you potentially through 5,000 life points. Not 5,500, but 5,000. So, or actually, I guess if you get really lucky, you could deal exactly 5,600. So that's one FTK that is completely legal. Then we have other people who are posting on Reddit 3 versions of post ban list FTK. So we have Guardian Angels Charity. This is also using like the Tachyon trade-in type of deck. And this one is using a card called Meteor Flame, in addition to the Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai and the Coach Lord Giant Ultimate Trainer package. Meteor Flame... Meteor Flare. Meteor Flare. Activate by sending 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard while your opponent has more than 3,000 life points. Inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent, not once per turn. So you can activate this card by discarding So you can activate this card twice by discarding 4 cards, burn your opponent for 2,000, and then you activate Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai to tribute your Ultimate Trainer in order to deal 1,900. Now, you might say, that's 3,900 damage. Yes, you might get lucky by drawing a monster off of Coach King Giant Trainer, but how do we guarantee this? The player is playing 1 copy of Sparks for that extra 250 damage, just to make sure that they can hit 4,000. Next up we have, let's see, this one is the same thing. It is playing Galaxy Wave, which is whenever you Exceed Summon, deal 250 damage to your opponent. So you have to Exceed Summon 1 time instead of using Sparks, and then also the same package. So this is basically the same deck, but it's fine. And lastly, we have Ectoplasmer and Anti. Now, granted, he's playing a level 12. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say Anti is not guaranteed, but he is playing a level 12, and I don't think that there's anyone who's going to reasonably be playing a level 12. So, let's see here. So Anti is not halved. Anti deals 1,000 damage to your opponent by revealing a monster from your hand that has a higher level. Then let's see. Yeah, 1,000 damage. Then you have the Spiritual Fire Art Kurenai for 1,900 damage, and that's 29. And then Ectoplasmer, which I assume you tribute the Zombies team for. Okay, so that's 3 different FTK variants that you just draw through your entire deck, and you win the game off of being able to just burn your opponent as much as possible, even with half damage. Next up, we have 2 different demonstrations of post-ban list FTKs. So I don't even have to try and figure these out live for you on stream. We can just watch. Alright, so this is technically not an FTK because the Rebecca player is going second, but she could have done this on turn 1. Yuya trying to set up some synchro plays here, of course. There's the Stardust Charge Warrior. Breaker the Dark Magical Warrior into Nirvana High Paladin, set 2. Okay. Guardian Angel's Charity. Mill the Dragooni Graham. Get the Graceful Charity and the Stamping Destruction. Set the Lesser Dragon number 2 and the Lesser Dragon number 2. Eclipse Wyvern, discard Bujinki Ahashima to special summon both your level 4s. Then get Jormungandr that you search with Eclipse Wyvern. Hold on. That went a little bit fast. Okay, Cattle Call. Cattle Call lets you send a Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast to the graveyard to special summon a different one from your deck. Let's see. From your extra deck. But it cannot attack, its effects are negated, and is destroyed during the end phase. And so one of the Acer monsters is a Beast Warrior. Yes, Thor is a Beast Warrior. Okay. So yeah, Cattle Call... send Ahashima from the extra monster zone to the graveyard to special summon the Thor. Then you special summon Jormungandr to your opponent's side of the field, which can only be special summoned to your opponent's side of the field if you control an Aesir Synchro monster. Then you activate Paloperative's effect to change its position. And when you change the position of the Jormungandr, it burns the controller for 3,000. That has not been halved in Duel Links. Then exceeds the 2 level 10s into Gustav Max for the last 1,000. That's impressive. That was impressive. Pretty cool little FTK there. Now let's see the last one. Rescue Rabbit into Gem Knights. Adamanticators go into the Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli lets you burn for 500 based on the number of rocks you control, or have special summon or something. So 4 rocks, burn for 2,000. Gem Knight Fusion into the Master Diamond. Master Diamond, copy the effect of Lapis Lazuli, burn for another 2,000, game. That one's not even hard. That's just Gem Knight FTK, which has been around forever. So they couldn't be bothered to ban Lapis Lazuli or have it or whatever. Okay, so all right, so there you go. The FTK players have decided that they will respond to Konami's emergency ban list with challenge accepted. Good for them. I mean, that whenever you are being targeted by a gaming company, responding with hostile defiance is the most based take. But obviously, the rest of the community would prefer that they not do this. Anyway, so that is the video. Obviously, you guys can pause anytime through the video to see the deck lists, except for these Reddit posts where there's just a replay. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like the video, subscribe, and become a member if you want to. Thank you so much to the members that are already on my channel, like the Tanky Crowbar. And thank you for coming. My name is Rafi. I was thrilled to have all of you with me.